Gary Peterson here. Today we're going to look at one of the critical skills you simply must have, and that is the ability to lob down the backhand wall from an extremely tight position and then swap positions with your opponent. The lob's going to give you time to get around, get in front, back into the tee, and a much better court position, so you need to have this skill. It's pretty tough. I've warmed the ball up, so we should be looking pretty good. I'll go from there and up there. As long as I don't hit the back wall in the full, that's pretty tough. So you're going to find that you're going to have to move your body a fair bit, keep your wrist really strong, it's too big. There we go. And I'm going to slide under the ball with slice, under the ball with slice, under. So I'm trying to use what's on the wall. Pretty good shot for on the wall, but it's just short. Okay, so I'm trying to not place the ball up there. I'm trying to open the racket face so the racket does the work, not me. And all I need to do, what this will do is two things. It'll give you the height, but it'll also keep the ball relatively tight. Because what happens, that's that when I turn it back this way. So what happens is that slide, if you were to play a drive, and hit the front wall first that is, it goes pretty straight and it stays on the wall. When the ball's on the wall, it will keep the ball relatively tight. Same back here, open the racket face, and this happens. That on the wall, that's tough as. It's like really difficult. You see me lifting my body? So watch, I'll lift. I'll wait for that, I'm too hard. There we go, this is tough. Lift my body and flick up here. That's just impossible. So it gets really good. You get shots from a really good position when you get good at it. If you can just do this non-stop, unless you get it too short and you hit the side ball. Tough as. Right here, body up, lift up. So you saw me lift right up there. That lift up, it pulls the ball up, and open face racket will keep it on the side wall. So there's a few different things that I'm doing. It's open racket face to a flick and a lift up and a lift the body up. So here, there, up. So you can practice like this. Throw the ball there, up. And it gets pretty good. Throw the ball there, up. And if you can do this and get roughly this outcome, close to, up, you'll find you'll have a pretty good spot to work on. This varies from the forehand. And the reason it varies is because my arm's on this side of my body, whereas the forehand was over here as well. So I go in back foot everything. This one I want to go in front foot. And then I want to pull my front foot here. And there's a few reasons for that. What happens is this will shallow out my swing. Because my arm's over here, I can start my pivot point here, instead of starting my pivot point here and having that arc. So if I start my pivot point here, I have that arc. So it's pretty good. So everything stays really tight. So it stays close to me. So everything can get close to the wall and I can get in here and do that and get it out. So I want this foot in here. Now what's going to happen is this foot, I'm going to pull this way. So I'm going to do a lot more of this stepping across to get the ball out. You watch here, here. I'm going to face the back wall, which gets that shoulder in play, and then I'll bring that out. That's a good one. Here, up there. Oh, it's tough, too tough. I knew I couldn't get it. Okay, so I'll face the back wall and lift it up, and that's about as good as you're going to get from there. It's almost perfect. Now that facing the back wall allowed my pivot point around this back leg. So this becomes my pivot. So from here, I'm going to pivot around this foot. Here, pivot around this foot. And that's all I'm pretty much doing. So I'm just trying to pivot around here. So the more I can do that, the ball's starting to get cold, around the back foot, and there's your outcome. On the wall, pretty good. Like, very, very good. Up there, that's hard. That's the flick one. If you've got no choice, like this one, you can really only flick. I got nothing on that. I can't get that out. Up there, up there. That's too short. This is easy. There, because I had, overhit it. It was easy and I overhit it. It just happens. It's not a bad thing to match because I didn't know that was going to happen either, and so they won't know. Right, so it's pretty cool. You need to flick and you need to get your wrist back, and it needs to be strong. You almost go like you flick there so you don't follow through. You just do that because then it's okay for your wrist. But if you're flicking across with your wrist like this, it's very tough for your wrist to handle. So it gets really, really difficult. I can't emphasize enough, just practice a little bit, get into it, because this is a real skill. When the ball gets really tough back there, that's tough as, I can't even get that. That's tough again. That's almost. So you'll find you'll have a pretty good idea of what's too hard and what's attainable. And those ones, you simply have to go there, there, there. That's all too hard. That's too hard. Until you get one that you can do it, and then you go. So just be mindful, you'll get really good at assessing what's too difficult. And so you'll know that you have to take the rising ball stab drive here, which is the other skill that has to accompany this skill. So if you can get it and it comes back and you've got plenty of time and you can do that, you're fine. But if you come back and it's not going to happen, you need that skill, which is a great skill to have. Often, if you've got the choice, that's a great one to go with, but it's not as easy as it looks because you'll be like this. You'll be here like that, doing it. So while I made it look simple, it's not going to happen if I'm back here and the ball's right back there. That starts to happen. So it becomes an extension of this other shot where you're on full reach and you had to go and get it with your wrist because you haven't got power in your body. You haven't got body position to the ball. This is a wonderful skill. Get into it, get used to it, and just spend some time. The only problem is you've got to keep this thing warm. So if you're going to do this sort of exercise, you'll mix that up with this one, where when it's on the wall, where you just volley to yourself for a while. And the reason is because that will keep warmth on the ball. Then you come back here and you lift up. Lift up. Lift up. That's too hard. Here. Lift up. Tough. Up. Up. Tough. Up. So you see, it's almost too difficult to get, and that happens here. Almost too difficult to get. So keep practicing it, you just get better and better and better and better at it. It's just phenomenal. And the best thing, I tell you, the ball's almost impossible to get, and then you return it and it's on the wall and it's back there. It's like, wow, such a good feeling. So when stress delivers great outcomes if you learn to challenge yourself to get over it, and then to get over the problem, to work out ways that suit your body to get over the problem. Wrist back, lift up, flick out, and you'll find you'll get used to it. Pivot around your back leg, turn and pull, lift it up really high. The more height, the more time you've got to get a better court position, so it works for you big time. Get into it, you should be able to do 20 okay acceptable ones within one racket width of the side wall, behind this box, one bounce back wall, and off they go. So you should be able to do these and just count the okay ones. So that's 2. Here. 4. Nearly. And then you keep going. That's too hard for me. I'll call it quits there. I've done enough of this. Don't overwork your wrist is the last thing I'll leave you with. If you find anything starts to knock you around with your wrist, stop straight away. It's a highly wrist-dominant exercise, and you need to do it in short bursts, no more than 20. As in, that means it'll take you about 40 hits to get 20. Then it might take you 30 hits to get 20. But protect your wrist and be mindful of your wrist as well.